Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And I'm here with a indie makeup haul. Now, me and hauls, we don't have a huge history of my channel. This might be my first one. I'm not sure. But I've been like a little maybe nervous to just do a straight up haul because I know that this time in the world has not been the kindest to everybody, and that financially a lot of us are not in a great space. Capitalism is so fucked that I've actually had a little bit more money, disposable income on unemployment than I've ever had before. So with that, I have basically turned into my makeup goblin. I don't have a makeup goblin, I am a makeup goblin. And I've bought quite a few indie purchases over the last couple of months. So I've gathered them all up. I have a basket and a display over here, and we're just going to run through. I'll do it by brand, but it's not going to be in any particular order. But I'm going to start with what's on my face right now, which is Danessa Myricks. So one thing Audra and I have talked about a lot, both I think on stream, on videos, and just in our own conversations, is that we have lately been buying from brands that we've just been meaning to buy from for years, but another new release has gotten our money instead. And Danessa Myricks is totally that brand for me. So I had been looking at her site for a couple weeks now. I'll be completely honest. Everything that's been happening with the Black Lives Matter protest and becoming more aware of what I own in terms of Black-owned brands, both in beauty and elsewhere, definitely put Danessa towards the forefront of my mind. So when I saw that the brand was doing a Pride-themed rainbow bundle, well, they got me. So what I picked up was a bundle that has 3 of her Colorfix products, and it's a matte bright pink in Freedom, a more shimmery lime green in Limesicle, and then this also more shimmery purple in Journey. And then the 3 waterproof cushion colors are super neon in tone, and as I said, that's what I have on my face. So we have Electric Sun, Totally Tangerine, and Blue Skies. At the same time that I got the bundle, I picked up the Dew Wet Balm in Morning Dew, and this is what it sounds like. It's a face balm. I know, who the hell am I buying a face balm? That's Danessa's thing. Danessa's thing is cream products, and I will say this is probably not something I'm going to use on its own very often, but it is a gorgeous, delicious base for glittery highlighters. So again, today I have a really fun glittery green to white highlighter from JD Glow on. Well, I tap this on my skin first and then I put it on. I mean, it really does look like pretty much like a clear, it has a slight sheen to it. She also has one called Clear, but no, this one didn't have quite as much sheen as I was expecting, but you can kind of see where I swatched it. So not my normal kind of products, any of these that I just talked about, but I wanted to experiment some. I am working on a video all about her products, but it might be a little bit more time before they are up. I also bought 4 of the Vision cream covers. So the really cool thing, especially on Danessa's site, is that she offers samples. So these are $5, and you can get any color of the Vision cream cover in this $5 price point. I think any color. I should clarify that. I think you can get any color. And so I just decided, so Vision cream cover is basically her foundation slash concealer, and I thought what better than to just get a bunch of sample sizes to play with and see how I felt about the formula, if I had a color match, and all of that. And yeah, so I'm just swatching out my 4 colors. So in terms of the colors that I picked up, I got the neutral 1 and 2, the warm 1, and the true yellow color. So that is what I got from Danessa Myricks. And again, I will have more thoughts about everything I purchased coming soonish. So speaking of black-owned brands that I've been wanting to try for a while now that I finally took the plunge on, we have Uma Beauty. So I picked up a couple of doubles. I have 2 brow gels and 2 concealers, and I also have the foundation. Spoiler alert, this foundation is delightful, magical, perfect color match for me. I got White Pearl T1W. The concealers, I have struggled a little bit more to find an actual match. These are really creamy concealers. They're called the Stay Woke Concealer. I have the White Pearl T 0.75 and T2, and neither of these are quite the right match for me, but it does feel like a nice, fairly creamy concealer in terms of formula. And then the brow gel, hey Veronica. And then the brow gels, these are the Blowout Brow Gel. I think I got medium brown and light brown. So what ended up happening is I picked up a concealer and brow gel first. The medium brown brow gel and the T2 concealer. Both were a little too dark for me, so then I went back and got the step down in brow gel and 2 colors down in concealer. I like the brow gel. It's a fairly pigmented formula. It's kind of like has some structure and hold and pigmentation, so I like that combo quite a bit. If you're just looking for a good quality brow gel and you're okay to spend a little bit of money, I do really like these. A couple of random one-offs that I got. I picked up the Winky Luxe Coffee Bronzer in Latte, and Winky Luxe is actually sold at Target. I actually have no idea if Winky Luxe is indie. I'm going to blame Audra for buying this because she was raving about the deeper bronzer, and I saw it and I thought it was beautiful. This is, if I didn't already say, this is in Latte. Winky Luxe isn't really drugstore pricing, but this is a nice bronzer. I've only had it for a couple days, but I really like it so far. Again, another brand that's, I don't know if it's technically indie, whatever. I got the Pat concealer. Y'all, Pat McGrath had a 20% off sale, and I only bought the concealer. I was just like, let me finally try this concealer everyone's raving about. And this is my current favorite, for sure, in my collection. Favorite. I got L3, which was supposed to be light with a warm undertone. I think it oxidizes a bit on me, but I'm also going to do like a complexion review roundup kind of video coming up, so I'll talk about things a little bit more in depth there. Now, in my lipstick romance tag that I did recently, I did mention these, but I picked up 3 lipsticks from House of Uni. They are a small indie brand that does fun, weird, you know, however you want to describe them. And I got these 3 colors. So we have Wicked, Fiji, and the Grill. And I am liking these so far. I like the matte formula more than the semi-matte formula. This matte black lipstick, Wicked, satisfied my black lipstick needs that I have been searching for a long time. So that's very exciting. So, and these are only $10 each. They shipped out very quickly. Packaging is very lightweight, but for now I'm giving them a first impression, kind of like thumbs up for these. Okay. Now it's time for the basket. Whew. Let's do a little mid-break with some non-indie things that I still don't know how I feel about. that I haven't even really touched, if I'm being honest. I'm blaming Lacey and Teresa for these two purchases. So I picked up the Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette and the e.l.f. Bite Size in the jalapeno palette, or the hot jalapeno, whatever. So a quick warning, if you're going to buy this palette, it often shows up broken. For some reason, I decided to get two of them when they were doing buy one, get one 50% off. One came broken, the other came unbroken. The gold in this palette came broken. When I tried to get refunds, instead they sent replacements. Again, the one that they sent came broken, and the gold again came broken. So this looks different because I basically pressed some of one of the gold shadows from in here into that square pan just to get something usable. But yeah, I have not really touched these so much, so if y'all want to see any videos using these, let me know. Actually, I mean, that's true across the board. If there's anything that I feature in this video that you want to specifically see a video on, whether I mention it or not, please leave a comment, because that will help me determine how to prioritize filming. So anyway, two non-indies, or I don't know if they're considered indie brands. Anyway, two bigger brands, drugstore. Motorcycle man outside is annoying. Okay, so that was a little, to me, less interesting mid-indie break. So, Color Raine. You've seen this palette on my channel. I picked up the Safari Raine palette on the restock, and I believe they still have Safari Raine singles available, but I think the palette itself is sold out. But before that, I have finally got the Power palette and Power blush highlighter duo. Yeah, I've been on a bit of a Color Raine kick. What I don't have pulled over here next to you to show you, I also got the 96 pan empty magnetic palette and the Book of Shadows, both on sale. You'll see those in a shadow reorganization video that should happen at some point in time in the future, but I don't feel like grabbing them right now to show you. So this is the Power palette, which I got for like $15. I think it's a beautiful palette, honestly, especially at the sale price. And it might be on sale again. Maybe. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. And then I picked up the Prove My Loyalty Highlight and Blush Duo. Now, I kind of expected this. This red is basically like a giant red eyeshadow. It's intense. The white is like a, I mean, it's a white, it's like a pearly white highlighter. I'll show you. Yeah. They are both very intense. So I'm not sure how I'm best going to incorporate the red into my life, but I was curious to try these. I think that me trying the red blush as my first take on the Color Raine blushes was probably not the best idea, because it feels like a drier pigmented eyeshadow versus what I hope a blush to feel like, which is usually, I'm hoping for something maybe a little creamier or a little, I don't know, there's a little different. So now, something you've seen recently on my channel are my Adept Singles. So this was my first purchase of 18 shadows. So I got basically 6 mattes and 12 diamond shades. I also got the palette from the Palette Builder. This is covered in blue that I don't know where it came from, but besides the fact that it's white, which means it shows all kinds of, you know, stains, I do really love this size and the feeling of this palette, and the diamond shadows I'm loving. If you want to hear more thoughts on those, I'll have the video linked. But I am a again, I am the makeup goblin, and so I bought 6 more Adept shadows. So I picked up D5, which is the diamond that had been out of stock for a very long time and then came back in stock, and I'm glad I purchased. So this is D5. And then I also got another diamond shade on my ring finger, and the other 4 are shimmers. And they're a little more on the neutral side. I'm not sure what I was expecting when I got them, but the other thing that I'm excited about is if I wanted to do like and all, like if I wanted to put all of my shimmery diamond Adept shadows together, it would be a perfect little 18 pan. So yeah, there's the Adept stuff. Let's see what's next. Okay, let's talk about Lethal. So Lethal Cosmetics released a new palette. It's the After Dark palette, and I bought it. Now, Lethal's pretty like great with their palette builder. They have an online palette builder where you can build out your own 12 pan or 9 pan palette. This is the After Dark palette, but the cool thing about this pre-made palette is that the holes back here, that is where you can punch out these shadows, put them in your magnetic palette. You could, you know, adjust this palette and make it your own. If you have existing Lethal shadows or other round pans, you know, you could swap things out. So I'm very happy to have this palette. I've used it just a time now, and I'm feeling good about it. I will definitely do some more, like do a video or something using this. But again, if you want to see it, let me know so I can prioritize it. I also just got one of their little depotting tools, which I quite like because it's a little like more straight, and I don't know. I find it easier to actually get shadows out. And then I also got more shadows. So when they released their winter collection, and they introduced this 9 pan, which again, you can pop out the shadows. I didn't buy them then, but I've had some of the shadows on my mind. I've had other shadows from the Skyward and Landfall collection on my mind, and I really like this 9 pan palette. At least I thought I would, and it is really pretty. And so I got nine more shadows. I love the Lethal matte formula, and some of their new shimmers, they have been revamping them and improving them. I heard that with this 9 pan collection. So these 2 shimmers that are in here are from that collection. It was the Dream Sign collection. I do think that there is a drastic improvement in their shimmers from like Dream Sign and After Dark versus their older collections. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have these palettes to play with and more Lethal shadows in my collection. So yeah, Lethal. I have regrets for not picking up any of the gel potted eyeliners because Teresa said they're great in the waterline, and sigh. I will be picking up some in the future. Okay, so we have just a few more things to go, just a few more. So let's talk about Kristen Lee Cosmetics. So Kristen Lee is an indie brand I was hearing about here or there, and in like April or May, I decided to place an order. And what put me over the edge to finally placing an order with them is this Birthday Bash Multi-Chromatic highlighter. This is, I need to play with this more. This is just a stunning highlighter. It's definitely a little flaky, so like I don't know, I mean it's a big pan, so like and it's flaky, so I don't know if I would travel with it. I mean, are we traveling ever right now? No, but a girl can dream. So I just actually tapped it on top of the Danessa Duet Balm, and you definitely can't see the shiftiness of it, but yeah, it has like this red gold thing happening, and then there's like a blue and a green, just depending on your angle. So I need to use this more. I also picked up 6 singles. So I picked up a couple that are like tiny little duochromatic highlighters, like a blue and a green. And then I picked up 3 of their spring collection shadows and 1 from their mean green. Now, I haven't played with these a lot. Common theme. My first impression is that I'm not blown away with any of the eyeshadows. but I'm not disappointed. I'm just not like gobsmacked, I guess, if I wanted to sound British. The other things that I got from Kristen Lee. The other things that I got from Kristen Lee, I picked up some of the Glimmer Gels. Now, I know, I'm not a cream person, and I feel silly having bought these, because, like, I shit-talked the Jelly Mutt shadows from ColourPop, and these, I don't know if they're the same, but they definitely, there's something about them that kind of reminds me of them. But I just can't resist anything that like reminds me of Lime Chrome, which is what this one shadow does. And again, I really need to play with these more because I feel like I don't want to feel regrets about any purchases that I made, especially if I'm exploring different formulas, but I do feel regrets if I don't actually give them the time of day. So this is Devious. And this is that Lime Chrome one that I'm comparing it to Lime Chrome. And it's there swatched out on my hand. And then I also got Hypnotic, which I thought about might be a cool, like, easy inner corner. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. So here's what happens. Here's what's happening. Is that, you know, I started embracing my makeup goblin, and then I was like, well, I mean, can I only buy single shadows? Shouldn't I like explore other formulas and things? And I was like, oh, Kristen Lee has creams, and like JD Glow has liners, and Danessa Myricks has creams. So I was trying to embrace some different formulas and things. That's Hypnotic as well, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna use them like I should. Anyway, so Kristen Lee was also really kind. So there was a huge delay on the order. After I placed the order, I saw that the Etsy shop had a 4 to 6 week lead time. My fault. But it ended up being more like maybe 10 to 12 weeks. And I did reach out. I will say, like, I know I critiqued another indie brand about this in the past, so I want to be fairly with my critiques. I know I critiqued another indie brand about this in the past, so I want to be fair in also critiquing Kristen Lee, because they did not contact their customers about the delay. I saw that they posted on social media, so then I reached out, and they responded really quickly and said, you know, they would let me know. They didn't really even have an ETA, but they would let me know, and then they ended up throwing in a couple of extras in kind of as like a makeup for it. So I appreciate that. But I do think, ooh, I just caught that Hypnotic is like, I'm catching the pink to blue, like clear pink to blue shift. That's really pretty. Okay, distracted. So anyway, so they sent in so they included a loose pigment called Triumph, which looks like, I think it's a green. And then they sent 2 of their like flakies, Fantasia and Rave. Fantasia is this one and Rave is the purple. And again, flakies are another formula that I haven't really dived into because I don't know how much patience I have for them. But I'm really excited that they sent these, because now I can play with these and see what I think, and kind of play with some different formulas and different things besides just singles, although singles currently still own my heart. We have 2 brands left, 2, and then we'll be done. Now the first, I just mentioned JD Glow. So there's a reason why I made a JD Glow order, and it's not just for the 2 shadows and liner that I'm going to show you. And that reason will be revealed in a future video, also known as a giveaway. I was going to try to like not mention it, but whatever. I know I have a Kaleidos giveaway that either just ended or is still active when I post this, but I had this other idea long before. So from JD Glow, for not the giveaway, I picked up one of the neon liners. This is in neon green, because I just couldn't not pick this up, especially once Again, blame Audra. Audra raved about it. And then the two shadows that I got for myself are, I'm trying to hide this so it's not a total reveal. I picked up Peachy Keen and Prismatic. Peachy Keen is this beautiful like peach to green shadow that now that I'm seeing it this time, I feel like I could use it as a highlighter, but I've also used it in the past all over the lid because it's almost just like looks like my skin and then it shifts green. The reason why I bought it again is because I dropped it more than once and it finally bit the dust. And Prismatic I got because Abby Williamson kept raving about Prismatic, and then I realized, shit, JD Glow has a green that I don't own. I will be doing another like new single shadow swatch party, so that's why I'm not specifically swatching all of the singles that I picked up in this haul, because that's not what we're here for. We're just here to talk about the makeup. Now, the last, yes, that's it. That's it. Okay. The last thing that I got, deep breath, y'all. I got Terra Moon. So I picked up 6 of the iridescent chameleons, and then I also picked up 6 of the like different duochrome shadows that they have at a lower price point, and 2 neons. Now, I really haven't played with these as much as I would like. Jesus, I'm a broken record. Okay, but I haven't. Like, I haven't really played with the neons. I've put some of the shadows on my eyes. Today I have some of them on my inner corner and my lid. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. And I think that there is some hidden gems within their lower price point shadows too, which are these bottom 2 rows. Like the iridescent chameleons are out of this world, and I'm actually going to sit this palette down before anything else happens because I'm clumsy. The iridescent chameleons are out of this world, but I would also look at other formulas and look at their swatches. And I think that like Terra Moon, and this is like a mini review thing, first impression, there are some shadows on their site that I think are priced very high that I don't think are really worth it. Most of the pastel and vibrant chameleons don't seem that shifty for their price point. The iridescent ones, my heart. And like I said, some of the other sparkly iridescent ones that they released fairly recently, they look gorgeous and they seem really nice. Okay. I think that's it. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel like I wasn't breathing. I was just talking about makeup. I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. If there is anything that I've talked about in this video, or multiple things that you would like me to see feature in a demo, a get ready with me, some kind of palette creation video, please, please, please leave me a comment. Let me know so that I can prioritize, like I said, because there's a lot of makeup. Because, you know, at the same time that I got a lot of this is when I got my entire Kaleidos PR package. So that's also like a huge amount of makeup in my life. I'm just staring awkwardly at the camera because I'm like, yeah, these are the choices that I made, and I'm quite happy with the choices. But now that I've revealed all my choices to you in a video, I'm feeling self-conscious. So, if you enjoyed this video and you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe, follow along with all my colorful shenanigans. When I get this video up, I might still have my giveaway live. My Kaleidos video has a little giveaway there. So if you've gotten this far in the video and you haven't checked that one out and haven't entered in that giveaway, I recommend it. I'm excited, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more hauls from me, let me know. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending a bit of your day with me. I hope you are staying safe. Please take care of yourself. Wear your masks. And feel free to find me on Instagram and Twitter, elsewhere on the internet. Thank you to my patrons. I love you all. I think that's everything that I normally say in my outro. So, So bye, friends. Bye.